You and these intros, man. Yeah, yeah, man. What? Yeah, wow.
I'm gonna let you go give it. Because when I hear anytime a person mention watermelon and the derog and whatever towards black people, I get taken as a term of degradation. Like they degrading black people. Can you go ahead and educate us where watermelon came about, or that term used towards us?
Okay, well, if I'm not mistaken, see if I do my research right now, we like to do real time research. You know
Yes,
what I
sir.
mean?
Yes, sir.
Uh, so basically, if I'm not mistaken, watermelon itself, I think that comes from Africa. If I'm not mistaken, I'm not sure. Okay, watermelon originated in Northeast Africa. Okay,
Okay.
that's what the national what is this? The National Library of Medicine. Excuse me. So when it comes to watermelons, I believe, yeah, native to Africa or whatnot. So the reason why, you know, anything that's considered black or indigenous
Mm-hmm.
has to be mocked, even if it's good for you when you're black. See, when you're
Mm-hmm.
black, you can be mocked for anything that you do, no matter what. Because in the minds of millions of people, even probably billions of people, we've become, and those things also make other people begin to make fun of us, whether it's Asian people, whether it's Middle Eastern people, or Middle Eastern Asian. And then this whole watermelon thing. What's up down there? This whole watermelon thing, this whole watermelon thing, that's how, that's where the degradation came from, is where when black people started to come out of slavery and wanted independence financially, that is when they started selling watermelon. And it originated in Northeast Africa. So, from my understanding, through some of my research, a lot of those seeds was with some of the slaves, and they started planting it here. So it has to be degraded because it's a form of independence, and you're gonna degrade what you don't understand anyway. You know what I mean? Well, I'm not even gonna say you're gonna degrade what you don't understand. You're going to degrade a people that you may have a certain level of nigrophobia, which is an actual term,
Okay.
nigrophobia, because you don't want these people to develop past a certain point, right?
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
and so when you're against the minds of colonial people who have a colonial empire mindset to take a people and what they grow and what they plant to build themselves up, and then you mock them,
Mm-hmm.
and then you mock them,
Mm-hmm.
and then you make caricature of it for over 100 years.
Mm-hmm.
And that is the reason why when you look at a watermelon, so if I go down the street holding a watermelon in a white community, they're gonna say, "Oh, look at him with that watermelon." You know, look at him with that watermelon. I knew he
Mm-hmm.
had it in him, but
Mm-hmm.
even if you go
Mm-hmm.
to other places around the world
Mm-hmm.
and a black person is holding a watermelon, oh, look at him,
Mm-hmm.
because we've been made fun of and we've been mocked totally.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the
Mm-hmm.
problem, brother. So I'm gonna let you show go. Yeah, that's yeah.
I had to, I had to do that. That had to be my intro. That had to be in my intro. Because
Oh, so you want like a knowledgeable fact to be the intro, whether it comes from me or you. Okay. Yes.
Um, that with those type of hey, I think you two are like each other.
Yeah, just a homo comment. You can keep going though. That's what it sounds like. Think you two are like each other. I don't get it. I don't get what you're saying. It sound like I don't get the comment, but use better grammar. Use better grammar in your comments.
Don't
What was
listen to
he
me. Don't
saying though? What was you saying though?
blame somebody and you get your
Bro,
grammar incorrect. Don't
bro, they don't
keep yourself.
it's
Anyway,
gonna be
going
it's
back
gonna be
to you, I
hundreds
have to.
it's gonna be hundreds of trolls, but go ahead.
That's true. No, but I want to say, like me not being here, wasn't being born here in America, and every time I hear like watermelon and hearing like it's a negative stereotypical, because there's a point in time where I didn't want to eat watermelon in public. Like I love watermelon. Don't get me wrong, I love watermelon. You dig what I'm saying?
Okay.
Um, but I didn't want to do it in public because I didn't want to like live up to the being stereotypical. You dig what I'm saying? So I eat it in public. But then again, a couple of days ago, he came ahead and he dropped that big jewels on me. I said, oh, that makes sense. That makes
Right.
sense. Is why we got that negative. So I wanted to educate, and then maybe again we do another podcast. I want you to do it again to the people that don't know. I mean, you see, you gonna get some wisdom. You
Hey,
hear me?
hey,
You
bro,
gonna
brother, you said sorry, that's supposed to be a prank. I know both of so call them up and say hey and take them say I don't get the comment. These comments is wild. Wow. It's supposed to be a prank. Okay. All right. Yeah. All right, brother. Get back to work.
but yeah.
What was you saying?
Nah, but I want to be educational because again, you educated me because like again, the watermelon thing is like, oh, I don't want to do it because I want to be stereotypical. You know what I'm saying? Then you just came and you drop it, and it's like it's bad to see like the form of degradation or the negative connotation that comes behind it. You feel
Uh-huh.
me? The negative connotation behind it. And I said again, you educate me, and now guess what? We're gonna educate the people. We're gonna educate the
Okay.
people.
Yeah, I
You
mean,
feel me?
that goes with everything. See, when
Mm-hmm.
you have a colonial mindset to want
Yes.
to colonize a mass of people,
Mm-hmm.
or you have a racist mindset, uh,
Mm-hmm.
what happens is you take the good of something, and then
Mm-hmm.
you build off of it from a negative perspective.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying? So no matter
Mm-hmm.
what it is, whether it's our brothers that are extra tall and can play basketball, you know, now I'm not gonna lie, I ain't gonna front, man. Basketball, if I had to choose a coon sport, I think basketball would be I think basketball would be number one. I mean, bouncing a rubber basketball and then throwing it in the net, but they're getting hundreds of millions of dollars for it. What can I say about that? They're getting hundreds of millions of dollars. So if they good at what they do, I'm not that good at it. So maybe I'm just hating. I don't know. Or maybe it's because I'm 5'5" and I'm hating on the tall brothers that can dunk and go crazy.
Might be a collective,
Uh
brother. Might be a collective.
yeah, but see those people, those tall brothers
Mm-hmm.
are considered not as educated because they're athletic. But that's not
Mm-hmm.
true. a
Mm-hmm.
lot of a lot of athletic brothers are very intelligent. You know what I'm saying? So that's so
Mm-hmm.
everything can be taken into a stereotype, man. Everything, man. When it
Mm-hmm.
comes to us,
Mm-hmm.
because when it
Yes.
comes to us, everything it has to be taken into a stereotype so that we don't surpass.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, go ahead, man. You got to keep it going, brother. What's up, man? What's the
You
topic
was
for this?
talking, brother. I couldn't. I let you talk. I ain't like you interrupt. I like to, give you your 5 minutes of fame. But
Good excuse for not talking. Go ahead.
okay. And I was on. I'm gonna interrupt you now every chance I get. But
Okay.
going back to what we were talking about earlier. I definitely want to speak. I want to speak on the day because it's educational. I want to speak today on Abraham Lincoln and
Okay, I pulled
his
it up.
new renown. Yes, sir. And his new renown, where a lot of folks didn't know. A lot of folks didn't know that during slavery, like during slavery time in America, they seen to be no victim. The last thing I want to do is be a victim. I just want to sit and say that out there. When people are like, oh, you trying to divide or whatever, I'm just education because this is educational right now, right? That uh, before the Emancipation Proclamation, 1865, Abraham Lincoln, they had a
Okay, you said. Hold on, you said because this is real time, real research at the same time. So, you said that Abraham Lincoln passed a bill for people to go to Liberia and Haiti, and okay,
American slaves.
were they shipping them against their will?
That's why it was a real time. That's why you kind of called me out. I can't know. Some of them was volunteer. It might be they will. I'm not sure. I ain't got all the documentation, but that was a bill that he was passing. I believe.
Yeah,
I
you gotta read.
believe.
You gotta read up on that, brother, because what happens is when you give me some
Hmm.
information,
Hmm.
I don't know how to just go directly into it because the watermelon information I had already went into it before I came to the live. But
Hmm.
you know what? Okay, let's look it up though. Let's see.
Hmm.
You said there was a bill.
Yeah, Bill. He
Go
was he
ahead,
was
speak.
trying to
Go
pass
ahead,
with Congress.
go ahead, speak. Go ahead, speak on it.
Where they was shipping off because with Congress, I'm going to have to go off this one because you're trying to put me out on it. I'm
Go
going to
ahead,
pull
you
up
got it.
my.
Go ahead, just go
But
off the
anyway,
top of the
basically,
brain.
the moral of my story is I'm trying to give a history lesson. Like we were trying to give a little history lesson on African American slaves that was here in the diaspora, the Caribbean, South and Central America, Canada, here in America, in the Caribbean, where they was because of inhumane or some free, my bad, some free slave who indentured laborers who gained their freedom or they gained their independence who wanted like it was being mistreated here in America. That history can
Okay,
some free. I can't go into full scope of detail because we like real time like going through it
I
like
got you.
now like
Well,
here
look,
and
check
now.
this out. Well, I pulled this up. Look, this is talking about Juneteenth. The Emancipation
Mhm.
Proclamation, freedom realized and delayed. So that's what Juneteenth is about. What you was just kind of, well, we're gonna go into that. We're gonna go in depth with that later. We got to break that down because that's probably some information that we really
Mhm.
got to break down later. But you got to tie
You
it
talking
into
from
where
Frederick Douglass?
you got to tie it into where it's not just education, but it's edutainment. You got to educate and entertain at the same
Okay.
time. You see how I be doing?
Okay.
I be breaking down
Mm-hmm.
watermelon stereotypes with the facts. You know what I'm saying? So, okay, so
Frederick Douglass, was that from Frederick Douglass?
yeah, I believe so. But look, check this out. The Emancipation Proclamation was signed by President Abraham Lincoln on January 1st, 1863. Though word of the
Mm-hmm.
edict would not officially reach Texas for another 2.5 years, June 19th,
Mm-hmm.
1865. This essay traces the road to the proclamation and also looks at how Texas was affected and why freedom for Texas slaves was so much longer in coming.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So yeah, that's just yeah, man. So now you now
Yeah.
let's go to the article you were talking about. See, to be expended under the direction of the President of the United States to aid in the colonization and settlement of such free persons of African descent now residing in said district, including those to be liberated by this act, as may desire to immigrate to the Republic of Haiti or Liberia or such other country beyond the limits of the United States as the President may determine. First of all, I'm gonna be real. That should have never the president of the Epstein Island. Okay. Now look,
Keep
what
going.
hey, we need to get hey, we probably need to chat about the Epstein Island stuff too one day. Um, if it ties into anything melanated, but I don't think it does. I think that's just straight the other side. but anyway,
Mm-hmm.
but anyway, it should have never
Mm-hmm.
came up. You know what they should have did?
What's that?
They should have gave black people half of America, man. Right? They should have gave people. I mean, I'm not. Let me say half. I'll say a quarter of America. I mean, but
Mm-hmm.
they're not gonna do that in the slave times. but
Mm-hmm.
they want to send black people off. You see what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? They want to send black people to different regions and different places where they think, oh, this is where y'all at. A lot of us was already here.
Mm-hmm.
Greetings from Iran, brother. Greetings from Iran. Absolutely. So basically, you can't tell me you want to send me to another place and I was already here. A lot of us are indigenous to this landmass already. We have African traits
Mm-hmm.
because it was a less percentage of African people that came here than any other people. They went to the Caribbeans. They went to Brazil, Spain. They it was many people that went way further out. I think it is normal for the United States to attack people that love freedom and peace. I think it's normal. Well, look, I'm gonna be real, brother. We don't have us, me and him. We don't have control over that. Yeah, we don't have control over that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm Black American, but I don't have control over what the American elites do up there at the White House.
Mm-hmm.
I have
Mm-hmm.
no control. I don't want that stuff to happen. I don't want nobody to get bombed or none of that stuff to
Mm-hmm.
happen. We don't that
Mm-hmm.
I want peace and all that stuff like that. I want peace and stuff like that and all stuff like that. So everything that we need to do, everything that we need to do,
Mm-hmm.
we need to just focus on making sure we need to focus on making
Mm-hmm.
sure that
Mm-hmm.
we stay focused on our people here. And then because what's going on in the White House, that's their declaration of war. I don't want to go to war. I want peace with everybody. I even want peace with white people. I don't even want to go to war with white
Mm-hmm.
people. You know what I'm saying? I have
Mm-hmm.
no war in my heart. I just want
I wanted
I
to
want
piggyback. I
justice.
want to pig. I want to piggyback on what you're saying. Um, when you was talking, when we was talking about sending people back to, or sending people to Africa, to Liberia and Haiti, I was like, that was like a good thing. Like abolitionists and people slavery yet. So guess what? You're sending people back to a country, right? Where survive, well, not divide and conquer, but yes, divide and conquer mentality. Like one is you're a foreign, you're like you look like the next person in terms of your skin color, but you don't speak the native language. That means you have to come to this country and you have other people again, because at that time it was kind of having barbarism. They was having barbarism and so forth, like barbarians. You know what I'm saying? So they go ahead. The stronger subjugated the weak. You know what I'm saying? So now you sending a people that ain't familiar with this line back there. Now guess what? The people who was in Africa, who was colonizing, you know what I'm saying, those same people,
Right.
like yes, you know what I'm saying? That you ain't used to the land, you're not used to the terrain. And then you're a foreigner in this country. You don't speak the native language, you look different, and you don't know how to survive. You know what I'm saying? Because you're at a completely different country. So I feel like the intentions might have been good, but they didn't like thought of all the possibility. They probably thought like, yo, let me go ahead and send these people back. But then guess what? They're not native to the land either. They've been gone from this land for like 100 years, 100 and so years. You know what I'm saying? So now they have to come here. Now they gotta again. You said in Liberia, I don't think nobody was in no inhabitant of Liberia. Foreign country, right? Escape, like using as a scapegoat, like, oh, we're done using y'all. Here you go, fend for yourself. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't completely thought of, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? But I wanna, but I wanna go ahead and I wanna say this because like I don't think this part is being told in history. You dig what I'm saying? Like this part. Um, that's my little spill on it.
Okay.
You understand what I said or no? I was I rambling too much?
Now I'm listening to you, bro. I'm
You know,
listening
like
to you.
yeah,
So basically, so basically what we're talking about right now is what are we bringing to the forefront right now?
knowledge, brother, knowledge, information. That's what I'm saying. Information. Not to say to sit here and the last thing I want to do is play victim, but it's like history, his story. I want to know his story because again, certain our culture is passed on from generation from me to my children to their children and their children. You know what I'm saying? And it ain't like we want to sit here and be angry or upset, but it's like knowing like the cracks and the crevices, knowing everything. You know what I'm saying? Just putting information because it's important. Like the watermelon thing, like I said again, the watermelon thing was great. When I learned about the Liberian and the Haiti thing, I was like, wow, that's not being taught in the
Right,
educational system.
right,
It's hidden. You
right.
know what I'm saying? And it ain't not the and so forth. They're trying to push like, oh, black Black History Month. They want to take it away from it. I feel like even though it's Black History Month, like I don't know. I feel like I think, like I think that maybe it could have been a form of guilt, a form of guilt. Like if you teach all the horrendous acts of the past to these people, they're gonna probably strike off a rebellion or a revolt. And I'm
Well,
like, that ain't the case. Go ahead.
okay, so I'm gonna slow down just a little bit. So the thing, right? I'm gonna go off what we were talking about with Black History Month. The thing is about Black History Month is Black History Month doesn't really have as much substance as it needs to have. It doesn't delve into full Black history when really it shouldn't even be called Black history. Uh it should just be a part of American history. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna tell you why it should be
Hmm.
called American history because this is why there has to be a separation of states and countries, and this is why I believe Black people should have our own, our own country in a way. Because it's just so much negative stuff that has happened in this landmass
Hmm.
where we need our own place. What up, not napkin?
What's that? And again,
So, but basically, what I want to talk about real quick is some I asked, some one of my younger family members about this word. You know about this word, colonialism, right?
hmm,
Now on the next live we do, we got to dig more in depth
okay,
with certain with more topics, and you got to have your iPad, right? You got to have what you
yes,
need
sir.
so that way we
Yes,
can delve
yes.
in. But
Hmm.
basically, if you go to Wikipedia, right,
Hmm.
colonialism is the practice of extending and maintaining political, social, economic, and cultural domination over a territory and its people by another people in pursuit of interests defined in an often distant metropole who also claim superiority. Some of these words I can't pronounce. I ain't gonna lie to you. But
I
anyway,
gotcha. Can we go into
yeah.
imperialism? Can we do imperialism too whilst you right there? Can we go to
Yeah,
imperialism next?
let me. But hold on. Let's jump into let me break down
Colonialism.
colonialism real quick. Now,
Hmm.
that sounds like something that's still being done today.
Hmm.
Am I right? But it's
Hmm.
being done under the radar.
Hmm.
You know
Classism. Classism
how
now.
many how many people? Yeah, imperialism, classism. How many people?
Hmm.
How many black men are in prison? You understand what I'm saying? And if you look up the statistics of black men being in prison and stuff like that, black men are in prison based off what? Over policed communities, and a lot of these men are exonerated. And oh yeah, the war on drugs. We was talking about that as well. I know this video is called "What is Black Culture," but we're gonna talk. We're gonna talk. I'm basically defending Black culture and not saying all this stuff that people are saying is tied to it. Selling watermelon,
But my
selling
goodness.
watermelon, Selling watermelon is black culture, brother.
Okay.
Selling watermelon for independence, that's a
Mm-hmm.
part of black culture. They gave they
Mm-hmm.
give our youth the drugs.
Then arrest us from using it. Then
E-
arrest us
e-
from
ex-
using it.
Exactly. So how can you? It's like me going. It's like this. It's like me tell. It's like she says. Read Malcolm X. You still got Malcolm X up there, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, on the page.
That's
Duncan,
our wallpaper. Malcolm X is our
chime in, hit that
wallpaper.
follow page. Chime in, brother
Malcolm
or sister.
Malcolm X is the wallpaper. But basically, the political economic structure that we have today is the foundation of what they was doing way back then. And you can tell by how many black men are in prison. You know, when I was my first time I went to New York when I was like in my early 20s. Do you know I had a bag in my hand with some soda in it? Do you know what a police officer did? Walked up to me and asked me what do I have in the bag? Bro, that is them trying to find something. You know, that's like fishing almost, ain't it? You know, and that was and I realized at that point, you really don't have a whole lot of power when a person have more bodies than you have. And like the whole gang, like, yeah, I ain't talking about them type of bodies.
Mm-hmm.
You really don't have that. That sounds deep though, right?
Mm-hmm.
I, I'm talking about police officers having more bodies, bro. Having more police.
Okay, gotcha,
What the
gotcha.
hell
You
you
gotta
thought
give
I was
context,
talking
brother.
about?
Give context. Give context. I thought you meant bodies as in
No,
they been
no,
put in the
no.
in the
No,
ground.
my context was spot on. You just had your mind in the gutter.
No, 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 no. I thought you talking about police bodies. Like, yeah, I dig it what you're saying now, but I thought you meant like how many people they put 6 feet. That's what I thinking. That's what I was thinking.
Oh, put to sleep. Oh,
Yes, yes,
I
yes,
thought you talking
yes,
about I
yes,
thought you talking about relationship bodies. World is changing, brother. We answer back now. The times are over. Okay.
yes. And he also talking about Farrakhan. And I love that though. That's Iran right now. And they also listening to the minister Louis Farrakhan. I love that. I love that.
Wow.
I love that.
That's deep.
Hmm. I love that.
That's deep.
You know,
I just
Farrakhan,
don't
he
know
up in
what
age.
I'm trying to figure out why is this country at are at war with Iran? I don't. I mean, I now I'm not gonna sit here and say I'm not. No, I don't. I'm not nobody's enemy, right? I'm
Hmm.
not anybody's enemy.
Hmm.
I'm trying to figure out why is this happening? But that's a whole nother conversation. Go ahead.
That America fought was all for our resources, brother. Was always for resources. You say why America fighting as the same reason why America took the. I'm just saying. I'm talking about the
Well,
superiors.
you're talking about all the wars. I'm talking about Iran.
And I want to say, remember, I remember Saddam Hussein was from where again? I don't remember. He's from Iran, I believe, right?
I'm not
Saddam
sure.
Hussein, if I'm mistaken. I believe he's from Iran. I
Let's look it
believe he was
up.
from Iran, if I'm not mistaken. You dig what I'm saying? So you know, this is you say why they having war? I believe he's from Iran, Saddam Hussein.
Iraq.
Oh, Iraq. Oh, Iraq.
Iraq.
Iran.
But check this
Oh,
out though.
but mhm.
No, but check this out though. The reason why Iran is fight.
See,
Oh, oil, money,
yep,
power over war.
resources,
Yeah,
resources.
I could believe I got like call. I got a phone call, but I could believe that.
Hmm.
So, but but one thing about me though is yeah, we got to dig deep into this stuff. This is stuff we need to be talking about world news and stuff like what's going on, like why is this taking place, and because it's not make because I'm gonna be real with you. It's a lot of stuff that every country does. I just believe America wants to get away with it. You know what I'm saying? I believe that the PDF stuff. I believe that pedo stuff is all over the world, But I
Mm-hmm.
believe America is the only people that want to get away with it, bro. Like it's so many, like you know,
Mm-hmm.
um, it's wild, man. But anyway, to get back on
Mm-hmm.
topic,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
to get back on topic real quick. Um, you said imperialism. So if I go ahead and talk about and look, and this is a good one right here for colonialism.
Mm-hmm.
Colonialism is the practice of extending and maintaining political, social, economic, and cultural domination.
Mm-hmm.
Cultural domination. So
Mm-hmm.
listen, black people live here in America. We
Mm-hmm.
were colonized here in America. So what does
Mm-hmm.
that tell you has been dominated?
You said black people was colonized here in America.
Black people were colonized here in America
Mm-hmm.
and all over the world. But we're talking about America right now. So let me see. The people get old. The United States is fighting. Okay, the people get old ways from old books and believes Epstein is pressure good on USA politicians. Like all is inside the island files. Exactly what happens in USA. Yes, right. Yeah, man. All that stuff, man. We might have to dig into because look, that culture, that that culture is pushed on black culture. So when it's pushed on black culture, people begin to try to contrast. People begin to try to contrast it with black culture, when it's not. It's not black culture. You understand? Like that. That is a that that whole that colonial mindset. That is really American culture when you think about it. Colonialism is American culture, and absolutely
Imperialism and colonization came here. People was here already. People was here in islands already. People was here in South and Central America. People was here already. You know what I'm saying? They just rebranded. They just rebranded a place that was already civilized and put their own name. That's who was here before. In terms of who found it, who found wasn't nobody found. People was
absolutely
here already. You know, people was here with a civilization, with a culture, and they got indoctrinated. Got indoctrinated. And you said in terms of American history, or I'm going to misquote it like I always misquote what you say. But I'm going to say our culture is what we was taught. That's our culture. Our culture was
right.
taught us. People who being here, that's what's taught
Hey,
us.
brother,
We was
brother,
indoctrinated.
I need you to keep talking, but give me 1 minute.
Gotcha. Um, yeah, that was just our culture. We don't have no culture. We don't have no culture per se. You know, our culture is what was taught to us. Our English. And this ain't me again. This is not me trying to play victim. I'm not playing no victim. Our culture was what taught us by our great grandparents, and what taught to them by their great grandparents. What taught to us by our 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 educators, that people that didn't look like us. You know what I'm saying? When we sit here and we speak on that, we said they don't go with food. They have 8 warship with guns and and black put put pudar, whatever that's supposed to mean. You know what I'm saying? So that's when I say culture, our culture, what black culture is what we've learned from our great grandparents or our first ancestors that was here, that they learned from the masters, that they beat out everything, like they brainwash us to think what we think and act the way we act and so forth. And it's like I was telling Holy, I having a conversation with Holy the other day. I was like, it's on us. It's on us to sit here and be through our traumatic, to carry on all our traumatic experiences and pass it on to our children, or be grown adults and be like, you know what, I'm gonna go through therapy. I'm gonna go through therapy the right way. I'm gonna take the right channels to, you know, you feel me? I feel like that's a huge pull towards it. What you said again?
Excuse me, brother. I got a call.
No problem. Wanted Gulf from Indian people after storm. I think they came to USA by mistake. Columbus was the was on the Santa Maria that was supported by the Vatican. Oh yeah, oh yeah. They
And a
wanted
lot
it from the first day. The land, it was on papers. Yes, sir.
And see
Cohen family
Christopher,
is the old.
and
Go ahead.
see Christopher Columbus went to the Caribbeans,
Mm-hmm.
the Caribbeans, like the
Mm-hmm.
Caribbean or the Caribbean.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't even
Yes,
go.
sir.
He didn't even go. He didn't even come up here.
Nope. Nope.
That was
No.
somebody. That was somebody named Amerigo Vespucci.
Mm-hmm. I want to say we first landed. He landed in the Bahamas in 1492. He landed in the Bahamas.
Wow,
Yeah.
wow,
When he saw the people, that's why in the Caribbean they call us West Indian, because when he came there and he saw the people that was there, the native people was there. He said they look like the red dots. They look like the red dots. The people from East India. That's why they call them West Indian. Because they looked alike in terms of their complexion and so forth. They look the same.
right,
Mm-hmm.
wow.
Yep.
Yeah,
Came
man.
there,
That's
came there, and their doctrine. Y'all need to read a little of their books. Kohan family and the old Jewish family. You need to read a little their books. Their books. But yeah, I'll go ahead. Go ahead, Holy. I'm listening, brother.
yeah, but basically, yeah, man. Colonization. Would you say colonization affects Black culture?
Colonization is what made our culture, brother.
Modern, modern colonialism.
Mm-hmm.
Today's colonialism that's covert.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's not,
I told
you
you,
know,
uh,
out.
co-
That's
co-
not out in
uh,
the open.
colonization right now towards us. It's a new word. They call it racism. They call it now
Nope.
classism.
And see, that's the thing. Racism, if I can say my opinion, if you don't mind,
Mm-hmm.
racism and colonialism. I think racism is sugarcoating what colonialism is.
Mm-hmm.
But I think racism is a softer tone.
Mm-hmm.
I think racism is like the mask of true colonialism. 'Cause I don't care about racism. You don't have to
Mm-hmm.
like me. But when
Mm-hmm.
you start using that, when you start using racism to when you start using racism to take me away from economic resources and
Mm-hmm.
to hold me back, that
Mm-hmm.
is when the problem of racism occurs. You don't have to like me. I don't give a damn if you like me or not.
Mm-hmm.
You know. So
Yeah, I wanted to say too, like me, even though I'm from a different place, brother. I'm from a I'm from a different place.
yeah,
I wanted to
yeah,
say that I am fully capable of doing any job I want to do, going anywhere I want to go. I might be hounded and bothered, but I don't feel like I don't have no. I have a different life. I understand what racism, colonialism, imperialism, the whole thing that they brought. But I said myself, because I said I don't have that victim mentality. I can wake up any day, have the same 24 hours of the day that the next person have. Now, certain like prime example, right? I did a little interview today in a something different. I did a little interview in a spot. It was primarily white, like a lot of white folks, and they see me being racist. I'm being victim, but that's from him. I walked in. I probably talked to the dude for like 2 minutes. I said, "All right, cool." In my head, I made it. I said, "All right, cool. I ain't getting this job." You know what I mean? Because it's an all white spot. Whatever. You know what I'm saying? That's what they make. I ain't gonna feel a victim about it. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel too good about it, but I'm like, that's the circumstances of what it is. I ain't gonna sit and be like victim, like, oh, I ain't get the job because I'm black. Nah, guess what? That ain't work out. I'm gonna go to 10 other places. You know what I'm saying? I ain't have that victim mentality because I could do the same thing you do. Might be at your establishment or whatever else the case may be. So I'll never be the victim at the end of the day, is what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? I could do the same thing you could do. You know what I'm saying? Certain doors gonna close for me, but there gonna be other doors that gonna open for me. I ain't gonna sit here and be like, woe is me, boo hoo, boo hoo, boo hoo. You know what I'm saying? At the same 24 hours you
yeah,
got. But I
yeah. I
guess
don't.
ancient
Yeah,
history and books to let African look back in time.
yeah. I never had a problem in the job world.
Mhm. I want to say now we having this conversation. I want to have the conversation with BK Ronan, all right? Because I know I'm going to be a little touchy. I'm going to be a little touchy, right? I'm about to be a little touchy in this topic, just a little bit. But bear with me for a minute. Just bear with me for a minute.
Okay.
How was the relationship? How was the relationship in Iran? I think he said he's from Iran, right? If I'm not mistaken, right? Like, how was the relationship with Iran? Because I know, like, there was colonialism too in the Middle East as well. We ain't, you know what I'm saying? Nobody get no pass. Nobody get no pass in the Middle East had colonialism as well. How would you say the relationship is? Because I know, not saying the superiority, but I know in the Middle East, like, it's blacks in Iran too. I'm pretty sure it's African descended in Iran as well. How is the relationship there in Iran with blacks in and I guess quote unquote what they
Can I
call
tell
Middle
you
Eastern?
something? Can I before he answers your question, let me tell you something real quick. I knew somebody that I used to work with. If I could say this real quick, I knew somebody I used to work with. You know, he said he was at war somewhere over there. I don't know what he was. I don't know if he was in Iraq or whatever. He
Mm-hmm.
said he was like on a tour over there,
Mm-hmm.
like with the he was what they call it when you have to leave I
Deployment.
forgot, man.
Deployment.
Deployment.
Yeah.
He was deployed. He said he got caught up at the bottom of somewhere, and one of those Middle Eastern guys had a gun to him and said, "Hey man, this is not your fight, and let him live." I kid you. That's what he told me. That's what he told me, man.
Mm-hmm.
And then after that, he ended up leaving and never coming back. I don't think they really dislike black people like that. I'm not sure.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really get that energy like that. You know what I'm saying? I get more hateful. I get more hateful energy in certain
Mm-hmm.
places when I and like from Hispanics. I remember I went to El Paso. I went to El Paso to a Planet Fitness. You could feel the hatred for me when I walked in there. All them Hispanics. I don't know if they was Mexican. I think they might have been Mexican. I mean, you could feel the hatred. And
Mm-hmm.
I love my Mexican brothers and sisters. At the same time, it's a lot of y'all that don't like me for whatever reason it is.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay, and that's just the truth. Okay, let me see. Europe was cold, no food, nothing. Iran was Persian. Persian was. We have Afro-Iranian. Wow, he said we have Afro-Iranian. Wow,
Dang,
wow,
what's it called? I
that's
think
deep. That's
Iran or
deep.
Iraq.
All
What
saying.
they spoke.
And Iran let black U.S. Look at this. And Iran let black U.S. soldiers free when we catch them. Two times is online on YouTube. You can watch it.
Yeah. Yeah. I
What did I just
forgot.
say? What did I just say? And what did I just tell you just now? Like,
What's the
yo,
language? What's the old language? I think it's Iran or Iraq. They speak a language. I think the original language. Swahili, not Swahili.
Iran
What
leader
the
sees black people are not threat well enforced for wars. Yes, that's what
Mhm.
we got. You know what? He's giving us some
Swahili?
real good. He's giving us some real good topics.
What's it called?
I'm being for real.
Hebrew,
Man. Let me go into this. Let me go into this real quick.
Hebrew, not Hebrew.
That's why we not like Black Oreo fight us soldiers fight. Malcolm X family was Iran, brother. Wow. Do you hear this? Do you hear this right now? Well, this is a live. This is real. This is real. This is
They
this is
lulled him
real
in
information.
U.S.
Right.
They lulled
This
him in
is real
U.S. Okay.
information right here.
I want to say what language do y'all speak? I forgot what language they speak. I know they speak Arabic, but they also speak
Urdu. I think it's Urdu.
Urdu.
Is it
Let me
Urdu?
actually
I don't
go
know.
to Urdu. I forgot. It's like the old language. It's like the old language, not
No, no,
Hebrew.
no. You know what? Urdu is Indian. My bad. That's India.
Indian. They speak. I forgot what language they speak.
I mean, shoot, it don't
Farsi.
matter.
Farsi,
It
brother.
don't matter. It don't matter if he can speak English.
Farsi. Farsi. Farsai. Farsai.
Or
Farsi. Farsai.
let me see how to pronounce it.
Farsai. 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 Okay. Arabic. I forgot. I forgot. It's like an old language,
It's
like the old
Farsi.
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 Farsi. Okay.
That's Persian. Remember, he was talking about Persian.
Persian.
He was
Persian.
talking about the
Okay.
Persian.
The Persian.
Yo,
Okay.
he just said. I realized I never seen a black person die on camera over there. I never seen that. I'm
I
not
wanted to
saying it
say,
never. I'm not saying it never happened, but I've never
yeah.
seen it.
Yeah, I wouldn't have said it, but I said it was definitely issues. We definitely had issues too with Middle Eastern. Like we had a lot of issues with some Middle Eastern. I ain't trying to make draw no wedge, but there's definitely
No, no, but no, of
issues.
course, brother, of course,
We always
of
do, yeah,
course. It's
yeah.
it's it's people. I mean, it's
Mm,
I see the way they look at me over here
mm,
sometimes. but everywhere, and every people is not the same, especially in their country.
Mm-hmm.
Think about it like this: those people, a lot of people who stay in their country and fight against the problems, a lot of people are leaving the problems that they probably should fix.
Mm-hmm.
You see what
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying? I mean, but hey, if they left because of that, I mean, some people want to leave because they want more opportunity and stuff like that. But you always got to, you know,
More
like
than
you,
that,
my, like you,
more than
my brother,
3,000.
like you, my brother. When you get a chance to go back to the Bahamas, you gotta, when you become a multi millionaire
Mm-hmm.
or whatnot, you gotta go back to the Bahamas and do something great out there.
Mm-hmm. I'm
You
definitely,
is that what you plan on doing? Like,
of course. I'm trying to go
okay,
there and spread love, brother. I'm trying to spread love.
all right, brother. I'm gonna force you to do that, brother, because I love the Bahamas and I never even been
Nah.
there.
You love a public. You love a public figure that was in the Bahamas.
That's what made me love the Bahamas.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You know,
Persian. Was it Persian? Okay, Persian. That was up, yo. That was up. I said
I can
before,
speak.
yo.
No, no, I can speak 4 to 5 different languages. For what? They are same like me and you. Got it. I would die for them. Lying everyone else. They are okay people like 3,000 years or more. How can I tell Iranian he is not because he have different skin? We not grow like that. Okay, got it.
I went
Okay.
to say it's more than 3,000 years now. It's way more than 3,000 years. More than 3,000 years. We talking about Egypt, Ethiopia, Egypt. Um, um,
I don't know. I don't know if he's talking about 1,000 years.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
He might be talking about something different than what you're talking about right now.
mm-hmm. Yes,
But
yes.
but
So,
but yeah, man. But yeah, man. Hey,
and I
hey.
want to say, like, it's a cultural difference. Like, it's a cultural. Not saying a difference, but I don't know. I just feel like certain like news entities kind of division. When I'm going to speak on division now. You live along together. We live along. Supposed to be along together as one. Yeah. Listen, me, I ain't got no malice in my heart for nobody. You feel me? I ain't got no hatred in my heart for nothing. But at the end of the day, what I'm saying, what I said again is history. You know what I'm saying? It's history, and history being diluted and watered down. Being watered down and diluted. That's like my big thing. The teaching is to teach, not teaching hatred. This ain't a hatred page. I ain't say hate nobody. I don't hate no. I love everyone. Like our holy said, you know what I'm saying? No hate or nobody. It's the culture, it's the history.
Yeah, I don't hate.
You know
I
what I'm
don't hate
saying?
anybody. No,
You dig?
I don't hate.
You
I
know.
don't hate anybody. I don't hate anybody, and I only love myself.
Oh damn, you selfish too, brother. You well, I can't have that statement because I got children. I got children. You feel me? I
No,
got
well, I'm
children.
yeah.
So.
Well, I'm just teasing. But go ahead.
Yes, yes, yes. Ah!
Okay.
What he said again? We live along together. When we go to Genope, exactly what is the U.S. now? Bombing daily. There are much Afro-Iranians. USA attacked the normal houses. Boots from Fisher and their clubs announce Allah on the web. We say Allah, Ali, all on the web. Yes, 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 yes. And I want to say my biggest thing, in terms of like public execution or public unaliving, as when they did Muammar Gaddafi. I don't know if you remember me talking about Muammar Gaddafi, yo. Holy? Oh, he paused. Muammar Gaddafi. Muammar Gaddafi. That was somebody. That's somebody I liked. I like what Muammar Gaddafi from. I don't forget where he's from. I know he's not originally from Libya. I know he wasn't originally from Libya. His father wasn't originally from Muammar Gaddafi stood for.
My bad. I got a phone call, man. My bad. Go ahead.
It's all good. You a rude individual. That's cool.
No, it's important calls. I got to take it. Yeah.
I
You know.
understandable, brother. You're a rude individual. It's understandable.
You the one from the yeah. You the one from the Caribbeans where they call them rude boys. And I'm just playing.
Yeah, done. No, pull it. But like I like how
Rude
Muammar
boys.
Gaddafi, like how he tried to unify. He tried to unify Africa. Like he tried to do a united front with Africa. I know Muammar Gaddafi ain't originally a Libyan, or his father ain't originally from Libya. And I know he's Middle Eastern or whatever else the case may be. But I like how what he stood for. He had the power. He had the power and the structure. Uh, he had the power and the structure. Power means he had the money. Because you know what I'm saying? Revolution without any funds or resources is meaningless. He had the resources. and he had the people in the back end where he wanted to unite all Africa, and he wasn't originally again Libyan. He wasn't originally Libyan, and they came there and they came in and he was mistreating the people and he had a public execution on national television. I think in 2010 or somewhere around the 2000, like 2010, I believe, or something like that. But he said for the people, he meant what he said, and he said what he said. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if he had ulterior motives or whatever else. Okay, but I love Muammar Gaddafi. That's somebody I speak about highly. I speak about Muammar Gaddafi highly. You know what I'm saying? And again, they executed him live on TV, boy. That was a cool day, boy. That was a cool day. But he wanted a united Africa. He wanted a united Africa, so that was a great thing. He wanted to build Africa as one. See that? Open borders, change money, and that's another brother from
That
Iran.
now that's the kind of Africa I would go to. If
Yes, sir.
Africa was, imagine Africa all together. That's a
Yes,
video.
sir.
That's a
Uh-huh.
video. That let me write
Uh-huh.
that down. That's a video.
Uh-huh. Yes.
That's a
Muammar
video.
Gaddafi, I liked him. I like what he stood for, yo. Much more. He did much good and much wrong because it deals with Europe. And Muammar Gaddafi, I love Muammar Gaddafi. You dig what I'm saying? He had the resources, he had the money to back he had the money, he had the military might, you know what I'm saying? And he had the structure, the blueprint. I saw it unfold because unfortunately,
And
you know
what's
what
his
I'm saying?
name?
Muammar Gaddafi, Mumia Gaddafi,
Gaddafi. Got it.
Gaddafi from Libya.
I'm just gonna write it, and Google will take care of the rest.
Yes, Gaddafi.
Hey
Really
man,
good.
hey man, let me tell you, man, that's powerful. That right there, to see, I need to write down these topics and then do my research and then hit you up like, hey, let's research this, or you tell me what I need to research or ask me, suggest something to research to each other, because
Mm-hmm.
that's a great topic.
Mm-hmm. I
Like
love what he
going
stood
in,
for.
we can make a whole video like that, bro.
But listen, that could be when you said it's our days of going live.
It's Monday, for me, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday.
Okay, so Monday. That's gonna be our little topic. We could go ahead and break down
Yeah,
Mumia Gaddafi. That was not Mumia Gaddafi. Yes, Mumia is
yeah,
Philadelphia, Philadelphia. The one who Mumia. That's
yeah.
from
Umar is from Philadelphia. Yeah,
yeah, Umar, Dr. Umar. No, I'm talking about Mumia, who was arrested with the when they
oh,
came.
okay, never mind.
Dr. Umar Johnson. I mean Dr. Umar, yeah, from Philadelphia. Mumia, a civil right activist who they had a it was a whole big Panther thing where they came to the houses and apartment. Allegedly, they said somebody unalived or shot a cop, and it was a big thing. They went there and they bombed. Went there and they bombed some apartments in Philly, up in North Philly, where they was against the. He was a journalist. He was a journalist speaking empowerment, and he's still arrested up to this day, being arrested I think from in the 80s or something. Toure. Ibrahim Toure. That's another one too. Another one is Kwame Kumar. Kwame Nkrumah. That's another one too. Another one. Kwame Kumar too. I think it was Ghana. I believe he was Ghana. Kwame Kumar. That's another freedom
Right.
fighter who was right there with Malcolm X too. When Malcolm X when he visited the Middle East. I mean Africa and so forth. Kwame Kumar. It's Nkrumah though, but Kwame Kumar is what they call him. But anyway, that's what we got today though. You got anything else you want to put down, Hole? Let's see, you got the look like you ready to get up out of here, brother.
I'm just thinking about information I'm gonna have for Monday.
Okay. Okay, we could go. We could do. I'll say Mumia. I want to say Mumia. Muammar Gaddafi. We could definitely hit on Gaddafi on Libya. We could give that too with Libya. With his rights was trying to unite all
And we and
African.
we and we have to really dig into this information. We have to delve in. We have to take a shovel and scoop as much of it out so we can, give it to the people, bro.
Mm-hmm. I got time. I got time. I'm gonna be on it today. I'll be on it today, tomorrow, and Sunday. So we be ready for Monday, brother.
Yeah.
We
Oh
be on it
yeah,
for
and I'm
Monday.
kind of I did 1,000 push-ups last night, man, with my push-up bars. And let me tell you, bro, I am sore. I am sore, bro. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
My
Yeah.
muscles, my muscle, my muscles are very sore right now.
Are you saying it now with my shirt? Well, my joint coming out my shirt now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Africa.
Okay.
Africa isn't 200 years ago. We know that already. That's why I was telling
I,
you earlier.
I
You
see
said
I see you, bro, but I don't think you're ready for this. left.
Nah, it's coming.
It's,
It's coming. When I go down to Terrebonne, Georgia, brother. When I go down to Terrebonne, Georgia, you will see. I show you the gun show. We fight
okay,
over
well,
$4,000 years and more. Yes, sir. And that's what I wanted to say. My thing is for us to stop the fighting. My thing is the misrepresentation of the culture, the misrepresentation of the culture in terms of what our culture is. You dig
exactly.
yourself?
That's what it is, bro.
That's what it is. A misrepresentation of what our culture. That's what we
Thank,
pushing
thank,
for.
thanks for paraphrasing me the correct way.
Yes.
No, I'm just
Yes.
joking, bro. I'm teasing.
Yes, yes, yes. So that's what it is. That's what I'm fighting for. You know, because I'm a father. I'm a father. I got two brilliant, intelligent sons, yo. You know what I'm saying? For me,
Yeah.
them to
Now
be
I
misled in
think,
terms of
yeah, you came up with that. You came up with that by yourself, bro. I'm proud of you. Hey, you doing the same? You be teasing me too, bro. With them. Hey,
yeah. So yeah, that's what it is, man. That's what it is. Like in terms of the cultural, holy no, I'm against the culture. I'm against the culture. You know what I'm saying? I'm not against the culture. I'm against the what?
you no, you see that's your no, you can't speak. You have to watch what you say when you say it, brother.
No, no, okay. You
You
said
say
there's
you're
a
against you say you're against the culture. That's
and then
powerful.
yes,
But
I'm
yeah, but then
against. Let me
then you corrected it. But man, come on, man, you
I'm
gotta.
against, I said again, I'm against all the negativity that's portrayed that the minority is doing, that portrayed that most black people are doing, that negative connotation that the whole world view us as. We here to correct it. You know what I'm saying? That ain't everybody.
That's not our
That's the
problem though.
minority.
It's not the.
It
It's
ain't my
not our
problem.
problem. It's not our problem how the world views. Let me tell you this first though. Let me break it down. Let me add some division to this real quick. Right?
Oh, division.
Black American people are the ones that are looked down upon. Number one, we're the number one most people that are looked down upon. Then every other black person in the world is looked down upon. You know I'm telling the truth. You've told me this firsthand how people view black American people. How do people view black American people, bro?
A lot of ways.
Oh, and it's
Inspirational.
every,
Inspirational.
and it's every country.
Loud.
Yeah, and it's every country.
Quote unquote, ghetto, ratchet.
Yeah, okay.
All right. Innovative, creative, resilient. Um, um, um,
No,
um,
no, 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 no. What I'm saying, that's not what I'm saying. I'm talking about what I'm saying is this.
Influential.
Yeah, but those are the positive. Those are the actual black culture. That's actual black culture.
Mm-hmm,
Everything else is not lifted up in the masses of us. So
mm-hmm,
so around the entire world, they take the minority, the small percentage of us, and say
mm-hmm,
that's all the black culture.
mm-hmm,
And then we gonna get on video and talk about that all
mm-hmm.
day.
Let me let
Why?
me let me go ahead. I want can I have a can
The
I have a
whole
5 minute?
world. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. I'm gonna say it
But
just like
once you
this.
done, can I get 5 minutes, please?
Yes,
I
you
wanna
can. And I'm gonna be quiet. The whole
yes.
world. Let me say this. I'm gonna say how I want to say it.
Mm-hmm,
The whole world is fucked up.
mm-hmm.
It's just black American
That's your first
people.
one. That's your first one.
I know, and it's just
Mm-hmm,
it's just black American people
mm-hmm,
are looked at as the most effed up
mm-hmm,
when it's not true. Everybody's messed up,
mm-hmm.
and I'm tired of us. I'm tired of us feeling like we have to uphold a certain standard so the rest of the world can be comfortable with us. When y'all messed up over there too. When I say y'all, I mean in general. Like, well,
Martin Luther King said,
I
Martin
said in
Luther King
general,
said,
like
injustice.
around the
Yes,
world,
sir.
around the world.
Luther King, injustice anywhere is a problem to justice everywhere.
Okay.
Injustice anywhere. Anywhere there's injustice, that's a problem for justice anywhere. Because if one small percentage of people are being treated inhumanely, everybody going to should be out uproar. That's what I tell you about division. Keep going though. I don't want to stop you. I don't want to stop
Yeah.
you, brother. I
Yeah.
apologize.
Well, no, but basically, what I'm saying is that we're having two different conversations though right now. But
Same one.
because we're having two different conversations because I'm talking about how America, how I'm talking. Well, maybe you're building and developing another conversation. I'm not sure, but
Mm-hmm.
the thing about it is I don't understand how black people in America, and then it got to the point where even immigrants that come to America are viewed as a certain type of way just because they're in America, and then they create that division. We're saying,
Mm-hmm.
"Oh, I'm from Nigeria.
Mm-hmm.
I'm from the Caribbeans. Like
Mm-hmm.
I'm not, but that don't mean, but that don't make no difference because you got the same stuff going on where you're from too.
Mm-hmm.
So what is that supposed to mean?
Mm-hmm.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. I believe black people in America have become a scapegoat
Mm-hmm.
for the face of crime.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a problem, bro. That's a
Mm-hmm.
problem. I'm done though. I'm listening to you now.
Mm-hmm. I want to tell you this, right? Do you know they have travel advisories? When the last shorty I was dating, that she was sending me like advisory when we was dating. There was advisories to the Bahamas. The Bahamas, where I'm from, they're saying they were selling to tourists. Because again, our number one source of income is tourism. That's our number one. That's why the government make a concerned effort to protect the tourists because of tourism. All right, they had a travel advisory telling travelers not to go to the Bahamas because the Bahamas is is hot and violent. Same thing as Jamaica. Violence is rampant. Like you going liable to getting shot or getting robbed or something. You know what I'm saying? Listen to me. Robbery is everywhere in the world. You dig what I'm saying? I don't think like you see the
Right.
Bahamas and other spots like no. You got third world countries with third world real problems. That's why everybody run to America. That's why people run to America for a reason. America is, you know what I'm saying? There's a lot of people have their nose up in the air. That's what it is. But the same way you can get robbed and shot here, you get robbed and shot in Dubai. The same way you get robbed and shot in Iran. No pun intended, brother Ronan. You get robbed and shot in freaking Yugoslavia, you get robbed in Russia. That's everywhere.
Nigeria.
Everywhere. You dig what I'm saying? You
Exactly.
gonna get you liable, you get scammed here in America, you get scammed here all over the world too. You know what I'm saying? It all depends how stupid you are as a person.
Right.
We talking about
Right. I've been
Yemen.
there. I've been stupid and got scammed, but go ahead.
Yes, I have to. I have to. And I crazy. I got scammed in relationships. You heard me? But nonetheless, you know what I'm saying? So ain't nothing like they put like they put all these negative that we follow through. But I'm gonna go and talk for a little bit, all right. I know I was talking to this little mommy, right? Remember, we would have this conversation. I was talking to this little mommy, right? And again, I'm from the islands originally, right? And this mommy, she was from Haiti, but she grew up in France. And she came to me and she's like, "Oh, where you from?" Da da da. I have an accent. You can tell I'm from the islands, but then it depends on what words I'm saying, how I'm saying. It could be mistaken for American. So she's like, "Oh, where you from?" And whatever else the case might be. And I was like, "All right, cool. I'm from the islands." She's like, "Okay, cool," because my mama told me not to talk to African Americans because all they do is have baby mama, da da da, and and not take care of love with them, whatever the case might be. And me being in holy shoe, because I don't consider myself as being no different. I just was dropped off and then somewhere else rather than America. That's what it is. So I was telling her, I was like, yo, how could you think like that? Like, how could you? I
Damn.
understand how your
See that?
parents.
This is why I like you, brother.
hmm
This is why
She was
we're
the only
brothers.
one. She
This is
wasn't the
why
only
you. This is
one.
what. Yeah. This is why we're brothers, though.
And I was like, yo, how could you think that? I could say the same thing. I could say the same thing about people from Haiti the same way. You know what I'm saying? Like, why are you thinking like everybody is their own individual? Everybody ain't built the same. It's like every woman ain't the same. Every man ain't the same. Everybody got their different mentality, how it is. And I was talking too from this lady from this Liberian lady. I know it's crazy, right? We talking about Liberian and Haiti, right? And she
Right.
this whole mindset. She said, yo, I only deal with African men. I only deal with African men and I deal with island men. I'm like, why? Because like, let me tell you, I want to tell you a negative what I just learned. Because they say an
That's fine.
African men,
I'm listening to you.
yeah, they say African men and island men are the biggest tricks. That's what they say allegedly. I just found it out. They say island men and African men are the biggest tricks. So that could have been that, but she didn't say it like directly. You know what I'm saying? It's a Liberian lady. I was like, okay, why? She's like, oh yeah, because they different. You know what I'm saying?
But USA is not free to APEC rules. Okay.
Mhm. Right? So when I said that, she's like, "Oh, this and that." She's like, "Oh yeah, because the guys they mean doing this, they're hustling." I said, "Yo, because holy, our New York experience, we seen some guys that from the motherland where we was at ain't doing jack right, ain't doing jack shit right." We ain't see, you
Right.
know what I'm saying? We ain't see the
Right.
same way. I'm like, you can't really judge a whole group of people for what some doing. I said, you got some people
Yeah.
over here, and I hear how they put everybody in the same melting pot. You know what I'm saying?
And
Like prime example.
that's a
Go ahead.
big problem. I'm listening to you.
Yes. Yes. And I'm like, are you talking about the music or you talking or what I was saying? Putting everybody in the same melting pot. So you talking about the music or you talking about what I just said?
No, 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 no. I'm talking about what you just said.
Yeah, they put everybody in the melting pot. You know, same melting pot. I like pride when I come on here. Some of my family members, yo, some of my family members. Hold on, I'm telling all the tea. I tell you, give me 5 minutes. Some of my family members, like when I came here, when I came here, like some people was like, when I came here, I listen, me, I marry a native here. You know what I'm saying? The best things in sliced bread. You hear me? Like even 16 years later, I'm selling head over heels. You know what I'm saying? Selling head over heels. That's the best thing since sliced bread. Whatever. But like after me and her, we went through our little divorce and whatever else the situation may be. Everyone's like, oh yeah, you should go ahead and date a white woman. Oh, go ahead and date somebody that ain't look like me. And I'm like, shoots, that's my flavor. That's my color. Like, oh, like white women are more submissive. They're more docile. They ain't as loud. They
Mm,
ain't as right. You know what I'm saying? And from
mm.
family members and so forth. I'm like, man, crazy. I got my type that I
And,
like.
and me- and remember, I told you that's what somebody told my sister.
Mm-hmm.
My sister, bro. I don't even want to say it, but I'm gonna say it. Some. Let's just say this. Somebody I know,
Mm-hmm.
her, her, her child's father's mother told her, or
Mm-hmm.
maybe her child's father's sister, or I think
Mm-hmm.
it might have been the whole family. I don't even know. And I'm like, to go get it with a white man? And
Right.
I'm like, that's how they think. If it's white, then it's good.
It's right. It's right. White is right.
Yeah. I didn't want to have to rhyme that 'cause I heard it so many times. Yeah. That's why I
If it's
said good.
if it's white, it's right. If it's black, send it back.
Yeah. Well, I didn't want to take it there either.
And if it's blue, it ain't true.
Hey, okay. Hey, okay. So, well, in my case, in my case, if it's brown, you better stay around.
You hear me? White is right. If it's black, throw it back. And if it's blue, it ain't true. Blue is probably
Hey,
considered as rage.
why you keep repeating that mantra? Please, you just said it one time already. You
Cause
keep
I'm blue.
repeating
Cause
that.
I'm blue, brother. I'm blue.
Uh,
I'm blue. That's why I'm blue.
well, you supposed to reverse it. You supposed to say if it's
Nah.
blue, and then you supposed to reverse it. If it's blue, it's true.
If it's blue, it
If
ain't you.
what?
I don't know. It just sounded like
What are
rhyme at
you
the time,
talking
brother.
about, bro? If it's blue, it's true.
Hmm.
If it's brown, you better stay around.
And if it's black,
If it's let me see.
yeah,
I
yeah.
gotta think. No, no. If it's black, you can even find it in Iraq.
Oh, Iran is about to go down.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. If it's if it's white, I ain't judging you, but I ain't gonna even rhyme with it.
You feel me? You feel me?
I ain't
Hey,
gonna judge you.
we got Ronan laughing in the chat, boy. Ronan laughing in the chat. You feel
Yeah,
me?
man. Hey,
White is
man.
right.
Here you go.
What to
Why
me.
you?
That's what they were saying. It was white is right.
I hate this. I look at that like nah.
But I wanted to say
No.
that's a
Go ahead.
lot of indoctrination. Like yo, I was talking
And
to this
cologne
lady.
and indoctrination from colonialism.
Yes, yes, conditioning, a lot of conditioning. You know what I'm saying? Because they had 275 years of conditioning. But I wanted to say I was talking to this lady, this black lady, right? This black lady I was talking to. I ain't gonna go into the negative stuff. But anyhow, she was telling me her sister's like, yeah, go after a white man. Like, and I'm like, she's like going after the white man. The term I like to use, you tell me not to use when I get my hair cut. But she was like, I don't know. Our sister was telling like, yo, go after the white man, they're gonna treat you right. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna treat you right.
Oh,
And
Lord.
whatever else the case might be. I'm like, I'm about to make it a relationship thing, and I'm not about to make it a relationship. I'm just gonna leave it at
No, no,
that,
no. I
yo.
ain't talking about. No, I'm listening to you, bro. Go ahead.
Nah, they're saying, I don't get it, yo. I don't
No, I know. I
understand.
know what it is. I know what it is. To a certain extent, they're right. when it comes to mathematics. Think about it. It's way more Caucasian men in this country than black men.
Mm-hmm.
So you're gonna find way more good Caucasian men than you do white men. I mean, than you do black men simply because of the math. Like you can find millions. You probably can find millions of good white women that'll submit and all this stuff like that because they're the mass. It's like if I go
Mm-hmm.
to it's like if I go to Nigeria, right? I'm gonna find more I'm gonna find more black women that are submissive and and all this stuff like that than white women because there ain't hardly no white women over there. Probably. USA
Jordan.
Commando base got destroyed. Wow. They hit 3 last 2 days, but today was big attack on Commando Center inside Joe. Wow.
Jordan. And then Jordan, I
Wow.
think it's Jerusalem, right?
I
Is Jordan
believe so.
Jerusalem?
You know me, I'm not, hey, don't ask me about no maps. I gotta open up Google Maps.
I ain't saw the news. I ain't been in the house yet. I'm still outside about to go in the house. I'll watch the news maybe later. I'll probably see it on the news later. I'm not a big fan of the news. I want to tell you, Holy. Oh, you got another call.
Another call. I might have to exit soon.
Okay, no problem, no problem. I want to tell you. That's it, brother. I'm about to go right, brother. I'm going right. You heard me,
Oh,
Holy?
what you mean you going right?
I'm
You
going
mean
right, brother.
that doesn't mean you going white, does it? Nah, I'm just playing. No, no. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I'm about to go right, brother. Yeah, I don't know, war, poverty, last 60 days, 24. It's a lot of wars, yo. I feel like a lot of people need prayers. You know what I'm saying? Need prayers. A lot of negativity. I don't want to sit here and be one of those people that pour in all the negativity. Like one of my mentors told me, we can sit here and talk about the problem all day, every day. But the problem that's gonna be the problem. Let's be solution based, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
and solutions is do you know inventions can be ideas too?
Mm-hmm.
Like
Mm-hmm.
the solution can fix a physical problem with the mind.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I believe a real man is. I be seeing these men online argue with these women, and I'm like, I know some of that back and forth is entertaining and stuff like that, but some guys be genuinely going back and forth with women online.
Mm-hmm.
Like genuinely, like some of the stuff is entertainment, and they do it because they doing the show or whatever. But
Mm-hmm.
some of that stuff they really be trying to go. Like I be like, bro, it ain't even worth it. You might as well hang that up.
Right. Listen, I wanted to say this. Remember when you had this conversation? I was like, yo, listen to me. I'm gonna get what I want to get. I'm not gonna sit here and argue. I'm not listen to me. I at a point, I'm not saying I'm peace, because peace is constantly worked on. I'm at a point in time, yo, fam. I'm not arguing about nobody, about nothing. Either
Yeah.
yes, I'm gonna get it from you, or I'm gonna get it from someone else. Either yes, you're gonna give it to me. I'm not even gonna argue or complain or fight with you. Either I'm gonna get it from you, or I'm gonna get it from someone else. Not to say like no cheat, no nothing like that. Like I said,
Yeah.
I was reading a book. It's called A Contract, and I'm sorry for
Hey,
making it like
hey,
this.
hey, hey, you going off topic, brother?
Going on topic, but I'm getting right back. Right? It's a
Brother,
book. It's called
brother.
a. Right,
No.
I'm getting right back. Hear me out.
What
You
is this
just
about? What is this about? Is this about
contract about
relationship?
what you just said. I'm talking about contract.
Go
I'm
ahead.
talking about on contract, right? Contract is on the manifestation, on what you want. What you want in the world. You sit and you look at the bad, you're gonna get bad. If you want
Oh,
good,
okay.
you're gonna get good. You know what I'm saying? And what depends on what you give the universe, what energy you give out is what you're gonna get back in return.
Okay. All right, brother. All right. Well, all right. Well, return your live to the off button. It's time to go.
All right, family. I want to say you like the content. Holy is a handful. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes we gotta check him and put him in his place. Because you try to, come, of course. You feel me? You like the content? Hit that follow button before we leave. Hit that follow button. Keep on. We building, we going.
So
I go
what?
on.
So what we talking about Monday, bro? What's
Then
the starting
we gonna talk about
the starting conversation on
we're
Monday?
gonna do the watermelon one more time to the people who didn't follow.
Brother, no more watermelon, bro. No more. I'll drop it, but watermelon. They know about watermelon by now. Now I'm just
No,
playing. We'll
no,
talk.
no.
They don't. They don't know
One
about it
second.
already.
I wanted to say, brother BK Ronan. Question: did you know about the watermelon thing? You know why the reason they refer to black people with watermelon? Do you know the reason behind it?
Yeah. Let me. Yeah.
I
Ask
don't think he
BK
was here
real
from the
quick.
beginning. He wasn't here from the beginning. Do you
Yeah.
know why they refer to black folks with watermelon? Do you know the reason why?
Hope he answers.
I do hope he has. I hope he's still on
He,
there. I
he,
can't see.
he been talking all day. I hope he answers
Right.
now.
But he was saying bye earlier though.
Okay, he
Come
might
on,
have been
Ronan.
gone.
We waiting on you, Ronan. We waiting on
No,
you,
it's all
family.
good, bro. No, you right. We can drop.
Yeah, I
Maybe.
like it. That's very informative.
Okay,
Tell
okay,
me
okay.
you.
So maybe I can, instead of saying the same stuff about the watermelon, maybe draw different facts,
Yes.
different facts,
Yes.
different places, different.
Yes.
Me. No, let me know, bro. Oh,
Alright.
ask him.
Alright.
A-
Alright.
Ask him. Yeah, ask him.
Alright. I asked him already.
Ask him. No, he didn't hear you. I don't
No,
think
I
he
said,
heard you.
do you know where like the black stereotypical, well, not the black, the stereo when it comes to black people, what the reason why we eat watermelon and we like watermelon or
Oh, he
whatever.
heard the question. Okay, he said no, he don't know. Okay, check it.
Mhm.
Are you gonna break it down? You want me to break it down?
Now go ahead, brother.
Okay, black people when they got out of slavery, when black people got out of slavery, they started selling watermelon for financial independence and financial stability. Then white race, well, I'm gonna say racist Caucasian people. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to put every Caucasian person in the same box,
Mm-hmm.
but even though many of them, anyway. Okay, so they started to mock mock black people that was selling watermelon. And when they started mocking those black people that were selling watermelon, they started making these caricatures. They started making these caricatures and they started, started making these themes, what we will call today a meme. They
Mm-hmm.
started making these what we will call to modern day memes of black people eating watermelon, and with these big old, lips and noses and extra black skin, selling watermelon because we was doing what's right. We was made fun of, and now in this culture today, in this American culture today, what's being promoted is the negative. But
Mm-hmm.
when we do something good, like sell watermelons for financial freedom and independence, it's mocked. Yep, that's sad, ain't it? And that's the
Mm-hmm.
problem. The
Mm-hmm.
problem is that anything that black people do, whether it's good or bad, we're going to be mocked for it. You know,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and you can't. And this is another thing about and about immigrants that come over here. If y'all listen, hold on, I ain't talking about you, man. Look, this is another thing that when immigrants come over here. If you want to be a part of this culture, don't try to divide when it's time to get down and dirty.
Okay.
don't try,
Okay.
don't try to divide when you
I under-
have to explain what I just said about the
mm-hmm.
watermelon culture. Don't try to disconnect and be like, oh, I'm from the Bahamas. I'm not from here.
Mm-hmm.
Don't do that.
Mm-hmm.
Leo's not gonna do that. I don't know if y'all gonna do that, but Leo's not.
Listen, 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 listen. I eat watermelon too, brother. I told you again, I just do it in public. I do it in private. You feel me? I ain't gonna be in
Yeah,
the, you know
because
them
you
joints, them
because you
jokers be on the
because you
on
don't
the
because you don't want to be stereotyped for doing something healthy. No matter what you do, brother, and no matter what you do, any melanated person that comes to America,
Mhm.
if white people don't, well, I don't want to keep saying white people because it makes it seem like I hate white people. If I keep saying white people, I'm talking about the history and the
Mhm.
colonial powers that be. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? I'm not necessarily talking about white people as a whole, and I don't
Mhm.
want people to get. I don't want people to feel like I'm saying. I want people to understand the history so that it can stop.
Mhm.
Stop mocking black people for what we're doing that's right.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Mhm.
that's a problem.
I'm picking down what you're putting down, but you already
Yeah,
know
this just
family.
just like is it good that black women get an education, right? It's good black women in America are getting education. Am I right or wrong?
Of course.
How is that being mocked online? You see it. They get that's even being mocked online. They're comparing educated black women with ratchet black women.
I
You
wouldn't
know,
call it. Listen to me. I wouldn't. I, yeah, you're right. I'm
I
not
mean, they're
about to
making
go into.
they're making those comparisons. They're making those comparisons because they don't look at an educated black woman any different than they look at a prostitute almost in some people's eyes. Or, they'll look at a stripper the same way as they look at an educated black woman. Why? Because they mock. See, look, if I'm eating a watermelon, right? I'm eating a watermelon.
I beg to differ, though.
No matter how educated I am,
Mm-hmm.
if I'm eating a watermelon in a white neighborhood, I could be extremely educated, haircut, suit and tie.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be made fun of for eating that watermelon.
Mm-hmm. I beg
Ain't
to
that
differ,
cool?
though.
Go
I
ahead,
beg
beg
to
to
differ
differ.
because I want to say I dated in New York. I dated a lady. I dated a lady in New York who had a master's degree, very intelligent, from Jersey. She's from Jersey. She had a master's. She from
Okay,
North Jersey.
okay.
Very ladylike. Very ladylike. My ex-wife has a master's degree the same way. Very lady.
What
I never, in terms of not in a ratchet, not a negative way. It depends. Like
what
Coretta Scott King. I think she have a bachelor's or maybe a PhD. I'm not
yeah,
sure.
what does it have to do with what I said? What does it have to do with what I said?
You saying they mocking? You said they mocking, making like educated black woman like she's ratchet. No, I beg to differ. I
No,
beg
I
to
never.
differ.
No, see, you're not understanding what I'm saying. First of all,
You said they're making it. I never gonna. I'm not
no,
gonna. I'm not.
no, you
I
say you
reject
beg
that.
to differ. You
Yes.
said you beg to differ. What I'm saying is we're at agreement with each other. Let me
Yes.
just first say that I
Hmm.
agree with you there.
So what they are
That's
saying, or
that,
what you said.
that's what I'm saying is I'm saying what you're saying right now. What I'm saying is this: even if a black woman is educated, she's still
Hmm.
looked at as ratchet in some people's eyes.
Yes.
Just like even if I'm educated, let's say I was educated, an educated black man. But
Hmm.
if I'm in a if I'm in a white neighborhood, and let's say it's a racist neighborhood,
You're a
and I'm
thug.
walking down, and I'm walking, let's not even just a thug. Let's say I'm being very specific here. Let's say I have a watermelon in my hand, and I'm eating it. I'm gonna be
Very
made fun
specific,
of.
brother.
I'm,
Hmm.
I'm gonna be, and you see, it even makes us laugh.
Hmm.
That's how bad it is.
Hmm.
Imagine how it makes other races laugh.
Hmm. No, but I want to say I love me. I want to say I'm not gonna put it now. I could tell you this, right? Watching these ratchet shows, because I don't know if all the ladies on there, but watching these
Yeah,
ratchet shows, putting out that
yeah.
negative, and then the media grabbing the whole and
It
doing
don't, it don't, yeah.
the yellow journalism.
Yeah.
It
If
adding fuel to the fire. But
guess what? If I judged Italians if I judged Italian people off The
hmm
Godfather, I
hmm
would have no Italian friends ever.
hmm
If I do you know that the problem is that we do it so good,
hmm
even if it's ratchet, we
hmm
do it so good to the point where it's like, oh my god, just like that one, just like some of the music, we do some of the ratchet music so well that when
hmm
people are, oh, I can't believe that's gonna mess up the black community.
hmm
Man, look, let me tell you something right now. That's very true. It can mess up the black community, it makes it mess it up further. But the reason why it's so talked about is because they do it so good. Just like
hmm
video games. The video games that get the most like, oh my gosh, we need to ban this and all this stuff are the games that are popular. It's
hmm
games just like that game, but it ain't as popular.
hmm
It's the popularity and the ability to do,
hmm
and I hate to have great ratchetness, but
hmm
but I think black people do ratchetness the best. I think that's what it is. We promote it the best. We
Ah.
promote it in the media the best. But it's not really us.
Hmm.
That's not really us. That's just the
Hmm.
flavor. The flavor.
Hmm.
Look, let me tell you something. The melanin seasoning that's on top of that ratchetness is what makes it pop. The
I can't
ratchetness,
defend that.
but the
I can't
ratchetness
defend that,
itself.
brother.
Okay, but the ratchetness itself needs to stop. So you didn't let me finish. That's
Hmm.
your problem.
Hmm.
I said the melanin. I said listen. I said the melanin on the. I said the melanin on the ratchetness is what makes it pop. But
Hmm.
the ratchetness needs to stop. That's what I said.
Yes. Yeah, I can't defend
I ain't
that,
gonna
brother.
lie, bro. I ain't gonna front. I love ratchet hip hop.
Of course.
I ain't gonna say. Let me
I
not
w-
say I love. I ain't gonna say I love. I like listening to it, but that doesn't stop it from being ratchet.
can I tell
I
you something?
like it's the way it sounds. But
Let me
go
tell,
ahead.
Let me tell you something, holy. All right, let me tell you something, holy brother. I grew up from the slums. I had this conversation with you before, brother. I grew up from the slums time
Yeah.
and time again, right? And I always had a ghetto mentality. Not to
I
say
need you
I
to
don't
make.
have.
If you can. I'm sorry to cut you off. I need you to make your last point because I do gotta go.
All right, I'm from the slum, brother. So I understand like ratchetness as well. I understand ratchetness as well. Unfortunately, none of my sisters them have that whole not ratchet mentality. None of my sisters, and I have four from my mother. My dad have more sisters. None of them have that mentality. You understand what I'm saying? That's first and foremost. Then I came to New York, and New York changed my perspective because I came into touch with El Haj Malik Shabazz, aka Malcolm X, and he opened up my mind, right? And then I had my mentor. I had a mentor. He said, and he told me, he's like, yo, I want a sister Betty Shabazz. I have to become a Malcolm X. If I can't want something that I'm not willing to sacrifice or put in time and effort towards getting. You think I'm feeling what I'm saying? So therefore,
Yeah.
that changed my mindset. I'm from like the moral of my story is I'm from ratchetness, brother. I'm from ratchetness. I'm from the baby daddy, baby mama drama, whooping behind, and all these other things. You dig what I'm saying? I don't like it because I feel like I get more play, I get more burning, and like like watching a ratchet
Oh, you
somebody.
will. What do you? What
You
do
feel
you?
me?
What do you? What do you think I come from, brother?
No, but I'm trying to tell you, because a lot of
Well,
people
I don't.
when
I
people
don't
hear
come
me
from it.
speak,
I don't come from it from that perspective. But I have
yes,
people in my family that you don't put.
yes,
Yeah, I ain't put. Don't put your family on Front Street. Yeah, don't put your
mm,
family on Front Street. Don't judge you. Don't judge you. Don't look at me like that.
I'm not judging them. I said no. I'm telling you
Yeah.
that none of my sisters are like
Okay.
that. I'm like, where you get that from? Like none of like when a lot of folks hear
No,
me
you
talk
just
or
no. You said you come from that. That's what I
from
mean.
from the hood, from the
Okay. Okay.
ghetto,
Okay. Okay.
from the
Okay. 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 I
ratchetness.
got you. Okay. Okay.
Remember, one
Okay.
time
I
my
got
mom
you.
had to grab. I remember
I
one
get
time
you.
my
I
mom
get
had
you.
to grab me. I'm going to cut it off. I remember one time my mom had to grab me and my sister and put us to the floor because lose them shooting outside. Bing, bing, bing. I'm from that. I'm from that. But when a lot of time people I get underestimated because when people hear me like talk, education and so forth, they hear me talk, they're like, they're like Leonardo or Leo. Man, you ain't come from no ghetto. You think I'm middle class? I said, heck no. That's how it is. But that ain't what I'm in. You know what I'm saying? Because I just
Yeah.
like that. I just like that.
My, Dr. Miles Monroe was from Bangtown. Is it
Bangtown
Bangtown?
with a
Bangtown?
PhD. Bangtown with a
Amazing, right?
PhD. Huh?
Amazing, right?
Yes, with a PhD. With a PhD. You feel me? So it depends. Like you know what I'm saying. I don't like that because like that's being glorified. That's being like the negative stuff is being glorified. That's what the youth is
But there's
attracted to.
nothing. But there's nothing you can do about it. Talking about it.
No, 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 no. I'm just
Yeah, I
saying.
mean, that. But we have to talk about the roots of the problems of how it's
Yes.
doing
And the
that
solution. And the solution of
and
it
the
as well.
solution. That's what I'm saying.
Yes.
'Cause I
Yes,
don't
that's
care
it.
not because everybody in the world got some ratchetness.
Of course.
Caucasian people, white people, white people slash Caucasian, like African. Come on now.
I want
It's
to
some
say,
ratchetness going on in every part of the world.
white people you remember the show Beverly Hillbillies?
Yeah.
White people protested until that show got canceled. They
And
protested,
that
hated that. They
and that
hated that.
show and that show was basically a documentary.
Right. You hear me?
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
they boycotted that right there until it was canceled. They was like, heck no, that ain't no representation of all of us. Heck no. They boycotted that until that show was canceled.
Uh, but see, the thing about black people is like we'll boycott against something, but a lot of us are so real.
Hmm.
We're real, bro. We want to hear the real.
Hmm.
We want to hear the real, man. It's just what it is. Like, you know, I don't like it all the time, but we want to hear the real. All right, brother, close out, please, if you don't mind. I
Family,
gotta
you hit
go.
that follow, you hit the subscribe button. Follow for more comments. We gonna get into let Holy go ahead and tell more his ratchet liking for music and so forth. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, look what he said look what he said at the bottom. Then take a carrot and show them. Maybe we should start using carrots to make fun of white people. Mock white people with carrots. Damn.
Yeah.
Mock white
So
people
yeah,
with cute.
yeah. So we gonna let Holy come on and show us the ratchet culture.
That's funny. That's funny. But I ain't gonna say it again.
Family, that's all we got today, family.
I ain't even hear you, but go ahead.
I know. Listen back. Play the video.
All right, bro. Let's get out of here, man.
We done. Peace, blessings. You like it? Hit the follow button. Hit the follow button for more content. This brother Leo and brother Holy. We've been doing this podcast now for 5 years. I'm finally serious on Holy. I'm
You
finally
don't got,
serious.
hey, yeah, you don't have to say how many years we've been doing this, bro.
5 years, brother. 5 years.
You don't
5
have
years.
to say it. You don't have to
Those
say that.
5 years. 5 años. We trying to make, you know what I'm saying? We building, we growing. You know what I'm saying? Holy right here, being a pioneer as he usually do. This is a man who in love with music.
I don't want to talk about music, brother. I don't want to talk about music. I don't.
He just want to talk about ratchetness. You know what I'm saying? He just want to talk about ratchetness.
I'm in sound engineering, but I don't want to talk about that on this platform. I want to talk about black culture.
Yes, sir.
That's my thought. I'm very focused and very precise, my brother.
On ratchetness,
Yeah,
but I got you, Holy.
No, black culture. Black culture. All right, brother.
Peace and blessings, family. We out, family. We out. I appreciate y'all. Again, you ain't hit the like button. Follow.
Hurry up and close out, man. Get out.
I got you, brother. Next one, we're going to talk about holy ratchetness, all right? We're going to talk about holiness, ratchet culture. Peace and blessings, family.
Let's go.